Warren Buffett once said, "The most dangerous decisions are the ones you don't realize you're making." Here's the first one. It doesn't explode your life. It doesn't bankrupt you overnight. It feels comfortable. You wake up, same routine, same scrolling, same "I'll start later." And that's the trap. Because while you're standing still, life is compounding, just not in your favor. Psychologically, the brain loves today more than tomorrow. It craves relief, not results. That's why comfort feels safe and slowly becomes expensive. In finance, money compounds, but so do habits, so does avoidance, so does fear. The poor mindset asks, "What feels good right now?" The wealthy mindset asks, "What will hurt now, but save me later?" Most futures aren't destroyed by bad luck. They're destroyed by small daily decisions, made quietly, repeated casually, and paid for painfully. The second decision that destroys your future, playing it safe. It sounds mature, responsible, even intelligent. You tell yourself, "I'll take risks later, when things are stable." But here's the uncomfortable truth. Later is the most expensive word you'll ever use. I've seen people with talent bury it under security, dreams traded for paychecks, curiosity replaced by routine. Psychologically, safety gives the brain dopamine. Certainty feels like control, but certainty is an illusion. Because inflation doesn't play it safe. Time doesn't play it safe. Regret definitely doesn't. In finance, the biggest risk isn't volatility. It's stagnation. Think of it like this. A ship that never leaves the harbor avoids storms, but it also never discovers anything. The poor mindset says, "At least I won't fail." The wealthy mindset says, "At least I'll learn." One avoids loss. The other builds capacity. And here's the cruel part. Playing it safe doesn't protect you forever. It just delays the damage until you're older, tired, and less flexible. Then risk isn't optional anymore. It's forced. The irony. Most people don't regret the risks they took. They regret the chances they talked themselves out of. Decision number 2 feels calm, feels adult, feels right, until one day you realize you built a cage and called it comfort. The third decision that destroys your future, believing your personality is permanent. "I'm just bad with money. I'm not disciplined. I'm not built for success." Sounds harmless, almost honest, but it's lethal. Because the moment you turn behavior into identity, you stop trying to change it. Psychologically, the brain loves labels. They reduce effort. They remove responsibility. If this is just who I am, then improvement feels pointless. But here's the truth nobody tells you. Your personality isn't fixed. Your habits are, and habits are trained. In finance, people don't stay poor because they're stupid. They stay poor because they repeat the same patterns and call them nature. Think about it. A person who says, "I'm not a reader," stays ignorant. A person who says, "I'm not an investor," stays broke. The poor mindset protects ego. "This is just me." The wealthy mindset protects growth. "This is just where I'm starting." One hides behind identity. The other edits it. And time is ruthless with this decision. Because the world doesn't care who you think you are. It rewards what you repeatedly do. Every time you say, "I can't change," you lock the door from the inside. And the worst part, years later when the cost is obvious, you won't remember the moment you chose this. You'll just feel the weight of it. The fourth decision that destroys your future. Confusing information with progress. You watch the videos, read the threads, save the posts, note along, and feel productive. But nothing changes. Psychologically, consumption gives a false sense of movement. Your brain gets rewarded as if you took action, without any risk. It's mental fast food. In finance, this looks like knowing every strategy, but owning no assets. Knowing every mistake, but repeating the same ones. Think about it. You can watch fitness videos for 10 years and still be unhealthy. Knowledge without execution doesn't compound, it expires. The poor mindset asks, "What should I learn next?" The wealthy mindset asks, "What should I apply now?" Even badly, one waits to feel ready. The other starts feeling stupid. And here's the uncomfortable reality. Most people aren't lacking information. They're avoiding discomfort. Because building requires exposure, judgment, failure. Consuming lets you stay invisible, safe, unchallenged, stuck. You don't need more content. You need friction. Something real, something risky, something that forces growth. Because your future isn't destroyed by ignorance. It's destroyed by endless preparation with zero execution. The sixth decision that destroys your future. Raising your lifestyle before you raise your standards. More money comes in, and suddenly, more goes out. Better phone, better clothes, better food. Same habits, just upgraded. Psychologically, this is dangerous. because the brain confuses looking successful with being successful. Status feels like progress, but it doesn't build leverage. In finance, this is called lifestyle inflation. But emotionally, it's something worse. It's relief. You finally feel like you made it, so you stop pushing. Think about this. Two people get a raise. One increases expenses. The other increases investments. 10 years later, one is trapped at a higher level. The other is free. The poor mindset says, I deserve this now. The wealthy mindset says, I'll earn this forever. One celebrates too early. The other delays gratification until it's permanent. And here's the brutal part. When income drops, and it always can, lifestyle never wants to come back down. That pressure, it kills creativity, forces bad decisions, locks people into jobs they hate. You don't lose your future overnight. You rent it away, monthly, quietly, with things you stop noticing. The seventh decision that destroys your future: waiting until you're sure. Sure it'll work. Sure you won't fail. Sure the timing is perfect. That moment never comes. Warren Buffett once hinted at this in his own way. The world doesn't reward certainty. It rewards action under uncertainty. Psychologically, certainty feels like safety, but it's just fear wearing a suit. Fear of being wrong, fear of being judged. Fear of admitting, I don't know what I'm doing. In finance, no great investment ever came with guarantees. No business. No career leap. No personal reinvention. Think about it. Every successful person you admire started before they were ready. They learned after committing, not before. The poor mindset says, I'll move when I'm confident. The wealthy mindset says, I'll gain confidence by moving. One waits for clarity. The other creates it. And this is the most painful truth of all. By the time certainty arrives, opportunity has already moved on. You don't look back and regret the moves you made imperfectly. You regret the doors you never touched. Warren Buffett-type wisdom always starts here. Not with motivation, with clarity. The solution to comfort isn't suffering. It's direction. Most people aren't lazy. They're just drifting. When you don't know where you're going, comfort becomes the default. So do this instead. Every morning, ask one hard question. What single action today moves my future forward? Not 10 things. 1. Psychologically, this gives your brain a target. And the brain behaves differently when it has a target. In finance, direction beats intensity. Someone investing a small amount consistently beats someone waiting for the perfect time. Poor mindset says, I'll start when I feel motivated. Wealth mindset says, I'll start, and motivation will catch up. Comfort isn't evil, but living there is expensive. Direction creates quiet momentum. Momentum creates confidence. Confidence changes identity. This is how futures are rebuilt. Not overnight, but intentionally. The solution to playing it safe isn't recklessness. It's controlled growth. Safety feels smart, but growth is what actually protects you. Skills protect you. Adaptability protects you. Multiple income options protect you. Not comfort. So here's the shift. Instead of asking, what's the safest move? Ask, what grows my ability to earn, think, and adapt? Psychologically, this retrains fear. Fear doesn't disappear. It gets a job. In finance, this means learning assets before luxuries, skills before status, cash flow before comfort. Poor mindset says, at least I won't lose. Wealth mindset says, at least I'll grow. One avoids storms. The other builds a stronger ship. Growth early feels unstable, but safety later feels suffocating. And the people who grow early, they sleep better later. The solution to identity traps is simple, but not easy. Stop saying, this is who I am. Start saying, this is what I've been practicing. Because identity isn't destiny. It's repetition. Psychologically, this changes everything. When you believe traits are fixed, effort feels useless. But when you believe skills are trained, effort feels powerful. So do this. Never label yourself with weakness. Describe behavior instead. Not, I'm bad with money. Say, I haven't built money habits yet. That one word, yet, keeps the door open. In finance and life, the people who win aren't special. They're adjustable. Poor mindset says, this is just how I am. Wealth mindset says, this is who I'm becoming. One defends the past. The other invests in the future. Change the habit. Identity will follow. Every time. The solution to endless consumption is action over knowledge. Watching, reading, saving ideas. It feels productive. But productivity isn't what moves you forward. Execution does. Start small. Start imperfect. Start before you feel ready. Think like an investor. Knowledge compounds only when applied. A single decision made beats 100 videos watched. Poor mindset says, what should I learn next? Wealth mindset says, what can I do today? Even badly. That builds. Do one thing, then another. Slowly, action becomes habit. And habit compounds into results. Your future isn't built by observation. It's built by friction. By doing, by failing. By trying again. Too many people celebrate income, then immediately spend it on status items. Better phone. Better car. Better apartment. Same habits. Same limitations. Instead, upgrade your standards. Invest first. Learn first. Build first. Let your lifestyle follow your capabilities, not your income. Psychologically, delayed gratification rewires your brain. Instant pleasure feels good. Temporarily. But long-term satisfaction. That comes from mastery, freedom, and security. Poor mindset says, I deserve this now. Wealth mindset says, I'll earn this forever. One rents their future in small increments. The other buys it permanently, through discipline. The sixth solution is perhaps the most powerful. Stop waiting to feel ready. Perfection is a trap. Certainty is a myth. The world rewards action under uncertainty, not hesitation. Think like Warren Buffett. Opportunities rarely come with guarantees. They come with risk. And the smart ones act anyway. Start small. Start imperfect. Start today. Poor mindset says, I'll wait until I'm sure. Wealth mindset says, I'll gain certainty by starting. One waits for clarity. The other creates clarity by moving. Every step forward builds confidence, skill, and momentum. Every day you delay, the cost rises. Opportunity slips quietly away. Every choice, every habit, every tiny decision, it all belongs to you. Stop blaming circumstances. Stop waiting for luck. Stop assuming someone else will fix it. When you take ownership, you regain power. When you stop rationalizing, you stop repeating mistakes. Warren Buffett didn't get rich by blaming the market. He got rich by acting responsibly, consistently, and decisively. Here's how to apply it. Audit your habits. Audit your spending. Audit your time. Ask yourself daily, did this action move me closer to the future I want, or farther away? The poor mindset asks, why me? The wealthy mindset asks, what now? One waits for permission to change. The other builds momentum, step by step, decision by decision. And here's the truth nobody tells you. Futures aren't made in grand moments. They're made in small, intentional choices repeated over years. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be the smartest. You just need to decide, every day, that you are not a passenger in your own life. This is how you recover from the 7 decisions that destroy futures. This is how you rewrite your story. This is how you move from drifting to directing, from surviving to thriving. It starts now, right here, right with the first decision you make after watching this. Your future isn't waiting. It's being built by you.